Okay, now I'm here with SortOf. Let's talk about your first game here. You lost to 4 GG.
Yeah.
What were your feelings in this game? And a little recap maybe.
We had to do a regame on the first map because the map was bugged and it was like old patch, so like roaches with one supply and so on. So that kind of set me a bit on tilt because the first game I felt really like I was playing really well and was like really focused, but I kind of lost a bit of my focus in the second games. But yeah.
Okay. Afterwards it went quite well against Inori and against N. You won both games, 2-1. And how close were they in real? How close were they? And what are your feelings about these games?
The first game versus Inori was really close, but the other two was kind of. I felt like I had the games the whole game, but versus Nurture the games were insanely close and back and forth like all 3 games. So those games were really exhausting, but yeah, he played really well. So.
And last game was against the Muslim.
Yeah.
And are you familiar with him? Have you played a lot against him?
No, not really. I only know his style a little bit from watching him play, but just a little bit, but not too much. So it's just a pretty standard series.
Most players say that NaNiWa was the best foreign player in the field, but you've beaten him lately. And what are your feelings about NaNiWa? Was his level? What do you think of his level, and especially about his performances outside GSL?
I think he's really good, but I think his mental, like how you see his mindset is pretty bad. Like he doesn't really have like the right mindset, I think. So if he could like work a bit on that, I think he could do really well. But yeah.
Yeah. Let's come to other performances than today, and let's talk about WCS Sweden, where you had a decent performance. You lost in the final, but you had a pretty good game, pretty good day. And yeah, let's maybe hear a little recap from you. What are your feelings, and what was your feeling until the final?
Yeah, the WCS was really nice. It was. It feels really good to play in Sweden. Like it feels like at home, and it's easy to get comfortable and just play your best. And so yeah, I was able to play pretty good, but it was a long day. Like I played for like 18 hours and like 20 games in one day. So it was a bit tiring, but it was. I played pretty well. So.
Yeah, you've also won against top Swedish Protoss players. And what is your feeling about the setup? Is this your best setup? Z versus Protoss?
I feel pretty even right now in all 3 matchups, but I would say that my Zerg versus Protoss is slightly better.
And you've played another tournament where you've beaten very good players like Haas, but then you've lost to Moon 0-3. This was Zerg versus Zerg.
Yeah.
What is your feeling about the Zerg versus Zerg? Your Zerg versus Zerg?
I think my Zerg versus Zerg is okay, but I don't really like the matchup, but I still think I'm okay at it. I think the game versus Moon, I think I had the games, but I made some very basic mistakes and threw away the games pretty much.
Then let's talk about the next days. On Saturday, that's the next round. Is there any player you would like to face, or is there any player you would like to avoid?
I'm not too sure because I don't know the results of the other groups yet. So, but there's not really anyone I would like to face or not like to face. So I'll play it wherever I have to.
Let's talk about DreamHack, where you've had a not so decent tournament, the DreamHack Winter, I guess it was, summer. Yeah. And afterwards you were doing fantastic in offline events. What has changed for you?
Well, at DreamHack Summer this year, I was playing 2 tournaments. There was a Swedish-only tournament that was played at the same time, and the schedule was really like tight. So we had to run back and forth a ton, and it was really stressful to play 2 tournaments. So it kind of affected my performance in the main DreamHack tournament. Maybe you don't have a favorite opponent, but maybe you can give us a hint of who you think has the best chances to win this tournament, this global challenge. I guess MC and MVP. Yeah.
So you think the Koreans still have a decent advantage against the others?
Not really, but like I think it's just more of a mental advantage. Like a lot of foreigners like usually play worse versus Koreans than they do versus other foreigners for some reason. So yeah.
Do you have a clue why this could be?
Well, I guess it's like the Korean has to like the rumor like they're really good and there's so many good players of them, but I try to just look at them and like any other player and just like try to play as I usually do.
And then, afterwards, after this Global Challenge Cologne, what are your next aims? What are your next goals? Which offline events would you like to visit?
After this event, I have WCS finals in Sweden, Europe finals, and after that I'm going to ISF in Korea. And after that, probably DreamHack Winter or Bucharest.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Good luck on Saturday and in these tournaments. And the last words are yours.
Shout out to my team, Western Wolves, and shout out to our sponsors, Mad Cats, Sapphire, and Triton. And shout out to all my fans.
Thank you.
Thank you.